brothers, my sisters, and my ballers. Welcome back to another match day of What's Football with our fans, with your favorite social football analyst, Tsepiso Pizzi, aka Tsebzoro. Another week's gone by at the FIFA World Cup, with even more surprises and big upsets and shocks, as I'll be reviewing week 2 of the World Cup. But before I step into things, to the bars passing by, hope you like what you see, because I surely like what I do. And make sure to join the returning bars who continue to show me gang love and appreciation by liking, commenting, as well as to subscribe. So my ballers, with the group stages coming to an end, I don't even know where to begin. Whether to start with the ups or the downs, but let's build up in saving the best for last. Let's start with the downs. Okay, Belgium's out. Germany is also sent packing. Sent packing by African teams as well as an Asian team. It wasn't a surprise for me seeing Germany head out of the World Cup, It's unfortunate, Germany, I just didn't know what to expect from them from the World Cup. If they had to reach the quarterfinals, we wouldn't have been surprised, because we know the heavyweights that Germany are as a name. But even them being kicked out in the group stages is not a surprise for me, Hansi Flick has just never gotten it ticking with this Germany side. They had a bad they have had a bad 2018 World Cup, poor showing at the Euros, and then poor showing again in the Nations League. They've never ever competed actually in the Nations League, being a challenger for top spot in their groups in the Nations League. They just make up the numbers in Pot A for the Nations League. And with this squad, there was just good talents, but no player that's above the rest in a way, There's the good talents all around the pitch. The Nabris, Sanes, who's really good, Muller, Kimmich, Goretzka, Rudiger, you name them. But no one who you feel that you could rely upon, When things aren't going your way, when things are not going your way, who will you turn to, Instead, somehow, man Fulcring became the man to turn to against Spain. Havertz came off the bench against Costa Rica. Unfortunately, it was a little too late, And it's funny enough that we speak on Germany, because the other team that fell short, being Belgium, was also involved in these political debacles and everything that was outside of the football. They managed to get caught up in. Same with Germany, with the first match against Japan, having their hands over their mouths during the national team picture. Belgium couldn't wear their warm-up shirts because it represented LGBTQ in a way, And look, they're out, Arsene Wenger was right. It's unfortunate for the golden generation of Belgium, They whipped out a Boys to Men. They've literally come to the end of the road. And it's not a surprise, It's unfortunate that KDB is speaking facts. Mara De Bruyne, you're not allowed to say such. Ever. It's those unwritten rules, He indirectly was pulling off a Ronaldo with these unwritten rules, saying we do not have a chance. How can you say that as the main talisman of your team? In the end, he ended up being proven right, but you just can't say that. Being proven right by the biggest flop of the tournament, Big Rom Lukaku. We can use all the excuses in the world, match sharpness, coming back from injury, this, that. You cannot miss sitter after sitter after sitter after sitter after sitter. We almost lost count of the sitters he missed against Croatia that allowed them to go through to the next round. Big Rom, what you pulled off was not allowed. What you pulled off really was not allowed. I really don't know how you pulled it off, but you pulled it off, and sent your team packing. Big ups to Croatia and Morocco, who finished top of the group as an African team. Hakim Ziyech produced the goods. Achraf Hakimi was stubborn in defense. En-Nesyri scored the vital goals. And that midfield pairing of Amrabat and Onahi. Onahi. For me, that's the find of the tournament so far. Onahi in front of Amrabat has just been amazing in all the games played for Morocco. He's been outstanding. I can't wait to see how he does against Spain in the next round. But before we go there, let's speak about the Blue Samurai, who for me is the biggest surprise of the tournament. Like, how do you finish top of your group by losing to Costa Rica in a group that has Germany and Spain? Japan pulled it off. The Blue Samurai pulled it off with another second half comeback performance. And good luck to them against Croatia, who I actually don't see them as underdogs against Croatia, even though, you'd expect Croatia. I don't actually expect Croatia to win, because Croatia has not been bad, but they also haven't been in top gear at this tournament, They've just been like there in the middle. Good comeback performance against Canada, but nothing to write home about, That's been Croatia at this tournament, and it's going to be a tight affair versus Japan. When those guys start moving the ball in those tight spaces, the Duans, Japan will kill you. The Kamadis, the Nagamoto, Japan will literally kill you in the tight spaces, and that's how they ended Spain in 10 minutes. That's all it took. 10 minutes for them to top the table and have Spain finish second. Spain, Luis Enrique, I don't know what you're thinking, taking off Alvaro Morata in a game like that, where the first goal came through service, and now you're taking off the only man who can really finish off service that's provided to him. If it's still 2-1, 70th minute, 80th minute, with Japan's low block becoming even deeper and deeper, the intricate passes won't work for you anymore. Swing the balls into the box. Have a speedster. Take people on, one on one, That's why he brought on Ansu Fati, but it just wasn't enough. Now you have the task of facing Morocco. Good luck. And let's step aside and speak about other top teams from Asia and Africa who were triumphant in the group stages. Senegal and South Korea pulling off a last minute winner from Trump. I almost lost my voice celebrating that goal. I almost lost my voice celebrating Chuang's goal. All I wanted was for Uruguay to not qualify and for Ghana to qualify. But when it was 2-0 and all done for Uruguay, Korea needed that one goal. And when it came, ballistic. Mayhem. I entered my inner BTS, started screaming with Son's amazing run led to the assist for Chung in sending Korea into the last 16, who will face a daunting task up against Brazil. I don't know what it was about these teams that had 6 out of 6 points after 2 games with losing their last match. Unlucky Tunisia. Australia pulled off the goods, I don't know how, but Tunisia beat France. Cameroon beat Brazil through Vincent Aboubakar, who I feel if he had started against Switzerland, we may be speaking a different story for Cameroon at this World Cup. They may still be alive, as well as South Korea against Portugal, After Bruno Fernandes produced that masterclass against Uruguay, in coming out with the brace and not having Ronaldo steal his goals, hey, Portugal came unstuck against South Korea. But now, let's shift away to the more expected teams that won and topped their group and entered the last 16 and who are most likely to prevail. Netherlands did the business. England did the business with Marcus Rashford, Dr. MBE, doing the things as he does. And another team that did those wonders was Argentina. Whether Wojciech Szczesny was up saving Messi's penalty, it wasn't enough. It wasn't enough to stop Argentina soaring to the top of the table, finishing number 1, setting up a simple fixture against Australia. That's where I end off the Week 2 review of the World Cup, my ballers. Make sure to like, comment, share, subscribe. Share to a baller. Have that baller like. Have them subscribe. Do the things, do the things, do the things. Until next time, my ballers, live long.